part 2 of the making juggling spinning balls. Beforehand I used these big chunky balls from a shop, but the real key, where that trick really comes into its own is putting balls inside each other is with these beach balls. A beach ball is like a balloon, so it comes down too slowly, it doesn't have enough weight, and then catching it on the finger, you see it just bounces straight off the finger, and this is the kind of thing that you want to not to happen. So one thing you can do to stop it bouncing off the finger is to let some air out, a bit like this, and then it's a lot less bouncy. But then again it has this problem of the weight coming down, and also it doesn't look very round anymore.
No, it looks more like a cylinder shape.
And also the thing is, when you try and catch it just with your hand, it goes like this a bit much, you see.
Yeah.
And we don't want that to happen. We want to be able to hold it and then spin it and catch it on the finger, and you see it's just too light, it just skitters off. Beforehand I just went to a shop this time, I just ordered 3 28cm balls from Amazon, and I'm going to do the same thing. Chop off the end, put this inside, blow it up, and I'm going to test it with 2 layers and then also with 3 layers. This is not the most interesting part. Good. The good thing is about this is that we will not need lubricant because this is going to go in perfectly fine. Let's chop the end off. Lovely. The hole might need to be a bit bigger than that. Oh no, there's plenty of space. So then you push this through, and one thing you should do is line up the red panels with the red panels and the white panels with the white panels. Just so the white stays white, you know, so there's not like red behind the white in it. That's number 1. Here we go. Alright, so that's quite solid now. Shall we stand up and give this a test? So this falls down much quicker now. It doesn't float down onto the finger. I don't have a lot of control over it. Yeah, it's still a bit too bouncy, so let's take some air out again. Pretty good. Now, this is going to be a bit soggy, but hopefully... that's much better. You see how quickly and easy that just plops onto the finger.
Yeah.
And
not quite round.
Well, it's never going to be completely round, but it's more about how solidly it just drops down onto the finger.
I like the pattern it makes. It looks really cool.
Maybe if I do it like this, so it's like a strobe effect. Now you see, I think it. No, it's the balance. This heavier part definitely wants to go to the outside. Okay, I think we're going to need a 3rd layer, so do we just do that all again? Again, line up the orange or red or whatever. I think it was meant to be red. This is kind of a bit too...
Red.
Is it red? Looks quite orange.
Red.
Looks like orangey to me. So.
It's very red.
Here we go. Inflation number 3. It's harder to blow it up now that it's doing these 2 layers.
So you're only inflating the innermost ball?
Yes, of course.
Cool.
So now we have a ball, which is it acts like a ball in the air. It doesn't act like a balloon in the air. And theoretically, it's going to come down and spin on the finger pretty well. Again, it's all quite theoretical. So the good thing is this is super smooth now, and that's just going to spin there for a really long time because it's super light and super smooth. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to let a bit more air out of it, just a little bit. In fact, I can let out quite a lot. And you can always see this when you see people doing these ball spinning combination tricks and things. If they have a really saggy ball like this, it gets really floppy. But now it doesn't get into the right spot as quickly as possible, so you're always going to have to catch it in exactly the right spot. So this is a bit too soggy, but that's going to spin for a really long time now. The good thing is about this, you've got 3 layers, so if you're normally using a beach ball, you've always got to be worried about it hitting anything, you know, because it's under pressure, and just that one layer, it's going to be a lot of pressure, whereas that is now going to just spin, and if I drop it, it's not going to immediately burst because it's got 3 layers to protect it. It's not exactly round, but you can pick it up one-handed, give it a good spin, and it's going to spin a really long time. And it's much easier to inflate and let down and change than the other ball, which I needed a pump. Does it look round? Does it look like a ball?
A little bit egg-shaped.
A little bit egg-shaped, well, that was... There you go.
That's beautiful.
And now it's spinning directly on the bottom, so it should work. So I think it'll work if it's like this or if it's like that. I think when it's diagonally, it's a bit wobbly. Yeah, I can feel it trying to get back to the middle. Quick test. Perfect. In the right spot. There we go. Oh yeah. I can feel this grinding against
Yeah,
my
you can
finger. Definitely feel the
already.
friction a lot more there. Yeah. This is going to wear my finger down way less. Okay. So I just finished a training session just before, 45 minutes, spinning the ball on my finger a lot, and it's way more comfortable training with this ball. This ball doesn't look as good, but when it comes to saving my finger and the friction on my finger, this is much, much nicer. So I think I'm going to stick with this one for training with and find another ball for performing with in the future.